There's a plane flying overhead. But I'm currently at Musgrave Park in South Brisbane. I'm not sure if that's a city or that's just the south part of Brisbane. But anyway, I didn't make an actual day 20 video. I miscounted or, freaking had something else on my mind. And anyway, today, July 6th, is actually day 20 if I'm counting right. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Anyway, and I've recounted a few times, so hopefully this time I got it right. I can't blame homeschooling on not being able to count, because I was in elementary school at the time and I thought my teachers did an okay job. I just apparently didn't learn as much as I was supposed to, which I think is pretty average for the rest of my life as well. But I ended up here because this is where I was told that the homeless used to hang, and I heard a story from somebody that was sitting here earlier that this used to be a tent city. As you can tell, no, it is not. Now it is actually a park. There's a water park beside it. There's, high rises in the background that you can see, like stone giants. Surprising there's no kind of Don Quixote windmill thing going on with that. But anyway, I figured that I would, I don't know why I've been looking at the other side of the camera, but figured I'd make a video and say that, here I am in the place I wanted to be. I finally met the person I wanted to meet for 12 years. I met her beautiful little daughter, Katerina, and we had a good time and a cultural experience going to the Mount Gravatt, I think, as I always pronounce it wrong, Gravat, something like that. But anyway, the market, which is at the showgrounds. Like I said, coffee house, and they're like, I've never heard that. It's a coffee shop or a bistro, or like they have all the different names for all the different types of coffee places, and each one, something that they seem to be very, very detailed about. But anyway, it's not sunny enough for a hat right now. It keeps getting sunny and then not sunny. I've been sunning myself all day because I've got 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before Perth. And anyway, I got like $11 per day allocated, and none of that's for lodging, and none of that's for, was for food. Like I planned this around the World Packers trip. Can't technically work with the 601 visa. I'm too old for, some of the others, and not sponsored for some of the others, but I did try to get in contact with some beekeepers. I got Bill Witherspoon that is in Ipswich apparently, but I'm not sure I'm going to get any, chance to get out there, because like I said, mobility's been limited. There's been a rail strike on that lowered fares to 50 cents a piece. It was weird. It cost me $72 to get, that's Australian. Right now there's like a 1.44 exchange rate, which I need to do sometime before I leave the city, because I'm not sure there'll be one in Perth. But anyway, the rail strike's on, so it cost me $72 to take the Greyhound and the Gold Rail. That's because they're gearing up for the 2032 Olympics here in Brisbane, but it's only 2026. So a lot of things they're ripping up, a lot of things they're progressing, but they're not ready yet. They have the World Expo apparently back in like '88, and they have, signs and statues that were like that was the coming of age for Brisbane and, whatever else. But take it for what it's worth. I haven't seen too much mafia or too much homelessness. Like, they've done a really good job so far of cleaning it up with their Centrelink, which you get to see signs that say Centrelink is evil and Pauline Hanson is racist and a lot of different things. And I'll admit that I have, personal irons in the fire as far as, wanting to come here, but I understand that they're fighting a lot of repopulate or die dimensions with the fact that they're a first world nation that's spread over 300 or not 3 million square miles. And so they got a little bit to deal with. But anyway, and they're extremely active on the world scene. Like, telling China to go F itself is generally not what you expect a 30 million, person country to do. So good on them, as they say. But anyway, geopolitics aside, I did get kicked off the farm in, I guess, Inglesby. I wasn't on the farm in Baker's Creek or George Mountain or whatever we're going to call it. But I've been getting messages from Francine. She's been offered to send me money or help me find somebody that'll pay me or whatever. I'm not sure if she's actually doing that to try to get me kicked out, because I told her I can't make money on a 601 visa, so I don't know what she's trying to do with that. Like, there would have been no reconciliation or attempts to try to actually shift me to the airport or to the she dropped me off in Gatton. She said Ipswich when we first talked, and then 7 kilometers away she's just like, I'm just gonna drop you off here, it's all the same to you. And I'm like, you can drop me on the side of the road if you want. Like, realistically, you're not helping me. And all over a vocal thing that I had with Jeffrey, and them telling me that I was scared of cows and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, no, this guy's just being an idiot. He did it last time. You said you were going to talk to him. He took no action. Like, you can see all the messages. It's a bunch of BS. But anyway, spilled milk. And so, yeah, we got Perth going on at the hydroponic farm, Mornessa, in 4 days. Supposedly the flight's taken care of, which I will thank Francine, but at the same time we got a red eye for her points she's not using, and like $52 in taxes. So it was a great deal for everybody, because she wanted to spend $300 on one from Sydney, and she kept leaning towards it because then she wouldn't have to drive to Brisbane after going down to New South Wales, and she could try to finagle other things and put off the time frame, because she was trying to do that too. And I'm like, look, I already asked if the 6th to the 8th was okay, and this is the 9th that was set up for. But anyway, blah blah blah, spilled milk. What else? You see a lot of Asian food influences down here. A lot of people who won't make eye contact and walk in silence and very rigid. But you see other people that'll walk up to you and talk about ice cream during the Vietnam War, or how they love traveling. You got a guy's card that just says Bruce, I think, from Australia, and then under where it says everything else, is like traveler, which I thought was hilarious. But it's like when people exchange cards, he has one. It's just cool. I don't exchange cards. What else? They have telephone booths here that are free, and you can even send text messages to them, and eventually they're saying they're going to add email. Some of them serve as mobile hotspots, but yeah, if you need to call anywhere, they've got these Telestra lit up phone booths that just sit occasionally, because they say that people were trying to steal the money from them, and they decided rather than rip out all the infrastructure it's going to cost them, they just provide a free service, which also not just makes them look good, but also keeps them in the infrastructure. What else? I guess that's about it. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, I did the 3 different chicken doors. I did the chicken coop enclosure, built that. I hung a door, not really finished the brick, because they never got me the brick saw. I wanted to use the tile saw, and I showed Francine that it could be used, but then we started to move the cattle, which was taking days and days and days, and she was just freaking out the whole time, because she's not good at driving a trailer, and she was having issues with the brake adapter and blah blah blah. Man, we're going to keep this in 10 minutes. Be safe, guys. Bye.